Okay, welcome to the next video. So let's do the same thing here that we did in the first one. Let's first write down the things that we're going to look at, right? We're going to look at rate, rhythm, we're going to look at axis, we're going to look at the intervals, and then we'll look for injury patterns. Now there is a lot more that we can look at on EKGs, which I am not putting in here, just to keep it simple for now. We will be looking at them later throughout your career. So let's first do the rate. Let's do it the counting method, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get 12. So 12 times 6 equals 72. All right, 72. Great. What about the axis? No, rhythm. Do we see any P waves anywhere? Let's look at this one. Oh, yeah, there's a P right there, right? There's our QRS. There's a T. Same thing here. P, QRS, T. Same thing here. So do we have a P for every QRS, a QRS for every T? It looks like a sinus rhythm. So we said, what did we say? 72. Normal sinus rhythm. What about the axis? Let's go down here and take a look. These are the leads we need to look at. 1 is mostly positive, right? Positive 1. And F is positive, so positive F. And so if we looked at our A's here again, so this was positive 1, positive F. Where are we? We are in this zone over here, which is the normal zone, right? So we have normal axis. So let's come up here. Say the axis is normal. All right, now let's do the intervals. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're saying, these things are screaming at me. Can we get to those already? No, do it in a systematic way so you don't miss anything. It's an important part, but we are going to get there. Don't worry. So let's look over here at the intervals, shall we? So there's the P, so maybe 1 box, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 boxes times 40 milliseconds each means our P R interval is 200 milliseconds, which is just within our normal range. So that is good. What about the QRS? It's 1, 2, and I'm going to say it ends there. So 2 boxes, so 2 times 40 equals 80 milliseconds again. Again, just within the normal range. The QTC, again, we're just going to estimate because we would look at the computer to tell us that normally. So let's just do this by section method. So there's one, halfway line. T wave is on the correct side, so this is where it would be if it was less than 500 milliseconds, greater than 500 milliseconds. QTC, also normal. So let's put that up here. Intervals, normal, QTC, normal, PR, normal, QRS. Now let's look at the injury patterns, okay? And let's do it the way that we had done it before by looking at them kind of geographically. So first let's look inferiorly. Right, so do we see anything happening here inferiorly? Absolutely. Each one of these guys has an ST elevation in it. Let's zoom in on that, right? Because the line here, the normal line is here, and then this T wave here, I'm sorry, this segment here should come down. Whoa, that's a big thing going on there. Let's get rid of that. Should come down like that, and then you get a T wave. But it doesn't, right? Instead, it's like way up there like that. So we have an ST elevation there. We have that in 3. We have that in F, and we also have that in 2. So we have inferior ST elevations. What else do we got? Let's take a look. Let's go look at the lateral ones. I think I made that purple before, so let's make it purple again. Okay, so laterally, do we have anything? Maybe it's starting over here, right? But these other ones, 4 and 5, not so much. Let's look at these ones. In the high lateral ones, no, we don't have ST elevations. In fact, we have just the opposite. We have ST depressions. This is the line, right? If this is the line here, it's below. So ST depressions in the high lateral leads. And then let's look anteroseptal. I think we made that green before, so let's make it green again. Okay, and so that's here. And maybe again some depression starting over there. Let's think about that for a second. We know we had ST segments elevations in the inferior part of the heart, right? So we're going to make it black because that's infarcting tissue. So we know we had inferior ST elevations. And then we had kind of the mirror image of it up here in the high lateral leads, right? The mirror image of it, because we didn't have ST elevations, we had ST depressions. We call those actually reciprocal changes. It's like looking in the mirror. If you're at the top, if you're at the bottom, what is the opposite of bottom? Top. What is the opposite of ST? Elevation. ST, depression. So we see that happening over here. And we also saw that it was kind of happening over here in these anteroseptal leads, so maybe in the front, so maybe this is actually extending to the back some too, because we're seeing the mirror image changes here. So do we have injury patterns? Oh, absolutely, right? We don't say ST elevations in 2-3F. Let's do more descriptive. We have inferior ST elevations, right? And then we have ST depressions anteriorly, right? And high lateral. What is going on here? Well, you guessed it. This is an ST elevation MI, and where is it? It's in the inferior part of the heart. That was great. You did that perfectly. Let's go to the next one then, okay? See you there.